consciousness telling me.
Welcome back. Here we are, GSL Code S, guys. So far, we had Maru take out Classic 2-1. Excellent series. Bomber took out Trust 2-1. Quite a nice series. Trust with a sick throw in Game 3. But you know what? Doesn't matter how he got here.
Yeah, man.
Bomber is here. He's going up against Maru. Gotta favor Maru, obviously. Bomber, though, he's got very good TVT. He really does. So, thing is, I think
He's historically known for being good in the matchup, but I think nowadays Maru definitely has the edge.
yeah.
Maru making Dream look silly in the SSL Season 1 Finals, and his Banshee play is some of the best I've ever seen in TVT.
I love what he does. Like he'd just be like, all right, I'll just make a Banshee out of this. Every time it's done making Banshee, I'll make another Banshee. And I'll fly it across the map, and it will get value every time. Because you have to scan micro, pull SCVs, I kill some stuff. Thank you. It's pretty awesome. I do love this Banshee play. I definitely agree with that. I definitely do think Maru will win it, but you don't know for sure. Bomber has been a deadly nerd in TVT before. We don't know exactly what he has planned here. The matchup can be a bit volatile, for sure, with opening build orders. Definitely get a big edge and, you know, get like a big Hellion lineup, or, you know, there's all sorts of different builds. You know, you look away and a Banshee kills a bunch of SCVs and suddenly you're so far behind you can't come back.
Look at the bans here from Maru. Iron Fortress and Cactus Valley. No big 4-player maps for Maru.
You know what?
Must be aggressive.
That makes a lot of sense, I think. There's more volatility in 4-player maps because you can't guarantee scouts on your opponent. So I think that's smart. I think he's looking at this saying, I'm a better player. Screw 4-player maps. All right. Looks like it's time, guys. It's Bomber
HOT6
against
GSL
Maru. The
Season
winner
3.
match in GSL Code S. Group B.
Up here in the top left, in the red, the Terran player, he is.
진에어 그리닝스 마루.
And his opponent, the oldest player.
스베누 바머.
Round of 16, Solar and Zest. And who will join him?
Huh. That was a very neatly made sign.
Yeah, I liked the drawings.
I didn't get to look at all of them in time because I was like, wait a minute, okay. Here's a Terran on top of a mountain, and here's a grenade, and then I looked down at Zest and I couldn't see it in time. I didn't bother looking at Solar. I figured it was just a picture of a star or the sun or something.
You may have think that. It was something like that. Like a shooting star.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to tell people I just finished a book I was reading last night. Armada by Ernest Cline.
Is that a sci-fi book?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. It is fiction. He's the guy who wrote Ready Player One, which I also really enjoyed. Really enjoyed this book as well, just a little... If you're looking for a book to pick up, it's not a bad one at all. And his first one isn't a bad one at all either. I liked them both. They're definitely page-turners. Quick reads.
I heard about Ready Player
60
One.
pages or something. Yeah, it's a really great book. I will bring you it if you want to read it. I have it at my house.
If you have the real copy.
I have the real copy. I also have it on Kindle.
Yeah.
Someone gifted it to me after I had already bought it on Kindle. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll bring it to you.
I've been looking to read a little bit more. You recommended another book to me. We were riding in the taxi back from GSL.
Jeez, I read a lot of books.
Yeah.
It was probably this book.
Something about Asia.
Oh yeah, how to get filthy rich in Rising Asia.
Yeah.
Really quick, good read. Like 100 pages long. It's like really fast, but definitely a page turner as well. And one of the most interestingly written books that I've ever read.
Definitely going to start that very soon. It's going to happen.
Reading is good for you.
It is.
It's definitely one of the ways I get my mind off of things. Sometimes I do too much esports, guys. I know you think it's impossible, but after 15 years straight of esports every day, all day, sometimes I need to read a book.
Won't you grant him at least that much freedom?
No.
The freedom to read a book.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, really good book. And check it out if you want, guys. Thank you, little StarCraft book club.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Game gonna be picking up here pretty soon. It's like Maru getting ready to put some pressure over on Bomber, who of course is expanding a bit quicker. Not very surprised by that. Bomber does like to expand rather quickly.
He does do that.
Pretty much all the matchups.
Yeah.
He can get a little bit greedy with his command centers from time to time.
I wonder if Maru's going to follow this up with Banshees. Make a bit of a transition. He is adding that second gas now.
Yeah. I hope that he does, because I think he's like just such a good Banshee user.
There's a tech lab. You can pretty much almost just not even watch at this point. Ooh, I like this. Oh!
Very nice catching that. But you know what? He sees a tech lab, and he knows that there's a second gas there as well. So it's a good scout. Definitely worth that Reaper's life.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to really watch out for that because, as you were saying, I think every Terran in the world knows it, Maru's Banshees are so scary, and they will get so much value off of you if you aren't super prepared.
Everyone knows it, but it still gets value, still gets damage down. Look at that focus down with the Hellions. But a nice position on these Marines now.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy with the Hellions after the initial attack there. And ooh, the two Hellions running in here for Maru to actually target down Bomber Hellions were actually quite fantastic. Look at that. Oh, he's starting to get some value right there.
Even these Marines, there's so little of them, but the medevac is keeping them alive for so long.
I tell you, only Maru will find damage like that. 13 SCVs killed here with this drop. That's so ridiculous, because he killed the Widowmine before it even burrowed. But, you know, Maru is that type of guy. And now Bomber's at 16 SCVs against 26 SCVs. And Maru's just like, all right, 2 command centers, and I'll make Banshees. And it's like,
I'll keep the pressure on him. He'll never be able to move out of his base, and then I'll win.
What a tough position to be in. He does come out with this Viking, so this is a really nice move. But Cloak is going to finish right before this dies, so you will be able to cloak it up. That one might not get too much damage, but making him use any mules when he has this few SCVs, using mules, of course, using the energy that you would use to call down a mule to scan instead. It's rough, man.
Yeah. You essentially need the mules to come back. He did have the earlier first additional orbital. Kind of a weird way to say that, but he did.
Yeah.
And Maru is following it up now. But yeah, one of the ways he could have used that was with those mules, but we'll have to forego that. Maru very smartly here is going to try to avoid those Vikings, but nice placement there by Bomber.
Yeah.
He's actually chasing it in the middle of the map.
What a great play by Bomber. Forcing the cloak this much earlier can be fantastic. Look at this. He's got 3 out now. These are the type of moves Bomber needs to come back and win this game. Catch those Banshees before they even get to his base? You kidding me? This doesn't happen to Maru very often at all.
Yeah, kind of surprised that Maru sent it through the middle of the map. Usually want to send it on the edges when your opponent is making this many Vikings.
A little bit greedy from Maru, perhaps.
Look at this.
Oh my god.
He's going to focus it down.
Now, let's not forget, each time he does this is a mule that he could have dropped. Was that? Wow, yeah, that was another Bomber scan there. That was kind of weird.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, no, okay. I was going to say, I'm like, why would he scan the same
place?
Oh,
look at this.
Oh, Bomber.
Bomber.
You need 3 to guarantee a kill on 1 scan. So that's actually a huge pick-off there. That is a huge pick-off.
Yep. Just not paying attention, looking to possibly stop the next Banshee that was coming out, because this is Maru after all. Arthos weren't lying. They're just going to keep on coming out.
Yeah, he doesn't stop. No stops on this crazy train. Well, until now. But the defense has been so good.
Only when we begin to talk about it does it stop.
Yeah, believe me, guys. There's definitely games where he makes 5-6 in a row. Like, I've seen it. It happens sometimes, but I guess if you get stopped that hard, you have to stop eventually.
Gonna get out his 2E base here. Definitely going for some pretty heavy bio play. Maybe he'll add tanks to support.
Yeah, and by the way, despite the good defense here from Bomber, he's still down 9 SCVs. So that's a pretty big deal when you were the first one to get a command center. Pretty big deal.
It's the last Banshee, I believe, from Maru. Still looking to get damage, gets 1 kill.
He is making a Raven, but this Raven, well, I mean, Ravens are never like completely useless or anything, but you know, that Raven would have been better early on, obviously. Making it afraid that there might be more Banshees on the way. Second factory for Bomber here. And third factory, actually. It's a mech coming out of Bomber, which is really good and really smart, because first off, mech, probably going to be one of the ways that you might be able to kill Maru. The thing is, he's so good at picking off mech that, you know, even the great cost efficiency that mech can bring with it doesn't always do it against him. But if you take that much early damage and you go Marine Tank against Marine Tank, you're dead. You're not going to win. Like, he's going to have more of the same units. You better have something else that you can abuse, like a very defensive composition, which is what we see here from Bomber.
Yeah, tons of Hellions. No armory just yet, though. He's halfway through making his first one, but this push is coming.
Oh, man. Well, it's not the scariest thing yet, but looks like he's going to siege up in a very uncomfortable spot here. Oh, man, that's going to be dirty to clean up.
Oh, the shots there on the Hellions. Getting into a nice position here. He's also got 1 Banshee still.
He doesn't even have medevacs to drop these as Hellbats on his opponent. So this is, oh man, and the Banshee killing the Siege Tank. Look at this, he's just tearing him apart.
Yeah. Free Siege Tank there, the repair just barely laid. He is going to catch some of these Siege Tanks unsieged. And even a PPD coming in, but GG is just too much.
Damn, Maru's so good. What a scary Terran.
He just owns up these TVTs, man. If Dream is going to go down in the best of 7 as well, that easily. I know it was a long time ago, but Maru's TVT has stayed solid since.
Yeah, he's really the best TVT there is. He's the best Terran there is. Yeah. Bomber's like, damn, that was gross. Like, that first drop is what did it. You got that first drop. And from there, he's just like, well, I'll pile out Banshees. You use all your mules. You won't catch up. I have 3 commands, more SCVs. And here's my mobility right before you can do anything because you're trying to go mech. And the thing is, no matter what Bomber did there, Maru knows how to tear you apart if he gets that many SCV kills early. He does a 1-base spill and kills 13 SCVs. You better believe he's going to kill you.
And even the Banshees that he made didn't do the most damage, but as you said, like it forced so many scans, and it also forced 3 Vikings to be made that eventually didn't really help out in defending much against that push.
No. You know, I say it every season, and I'll probably say it for every season for the foreseeable future, but Maru may very well win this GSL. Like, every time you see this kid play when he's like bringing it, it's just insane.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Season 1, Season 2, but again, this season he comes out playing fantastic, wins the best of 3 against Classic, and now in a fantastic position to get out of this group in first place.
Yeah, last season I was actually like, okay, he's one of the guys that has a really good shot here, but looks like we're getting ready to start this game number 2. It's Maru going up against Bomber. GSL Code S. Brought to you by HOT6.
Down here in the south, in the red, up a game now. He is.
진에어 그린nings 마루.
And his opponent getting smashed.
스베누 파머.
It's true, man. 13 SCVs down. Nothing he could do after that. Caught every Banshee. You can't even hope for better. It's like, well, I caught every Banshee, and then he just walked across the map and killed me, so I guess that's it. It's like, what do? Do you not take a third to try to live a little bit longer before he kills you? Like, Bomber had to take a little risk there.
Yeah. Well, we've said it before, Maru is the 4th race, and Bomber just got Maru'd.
Yeah.
It happened.
Well, let's see if Bomber can do a little bit better this time. Definitely a very droppable base, but also one where Bomber shouldn't have too much trouble at least getting a natural up. Can definitely wall off so that the Hellions can't run in. That's what really made it go wrong for him before, right? Because he was actually slaning the drop with his 4 Hellions, and then bam, 2 Hellions from the back. You know, it's just right through the screen door.
I just like the way you said slaning. He was slaning the drop.
Yeah, it's a great way to say it, I think, right?
Oh, look at the angle on this SCV Scout.
Jeez Louise. Well, thing is, this isn't like the most all-in thing ever, right? It's just a couple racks Reaper. Cancel one. Okay, now it just turns into a Reaper build where you have slightly worse economy.
Yeah, but that's also very tilting.
Yeah, you're just like, well, I guess I'm not going to get any breaks here.
There's an interesting place to put the barracks. It's like one of the 2 angles you can come from with the Scout, with your SCV, especially on this map. You go to the Watchtower first.
Yeah.
But
well, he was expecting a straight Scout, and then even when he scouts there, it doesn't look weird. You know, it's just like a Reaper expand maybe, which is actually what Maru's doing. Well, actually, Maru... Wait a second. Maru is adding his own second barracks, which is really cool, seeing his opponent cancel a second barracks.
this is very
This is really cool.
He's going to go for his own multiple Reapers, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I think it's just a counter. He's like, well, good thing I found that, because 2 racks Reaper beats 1 racks Reaper because you have twice as many Reapers as me. So why don't I now have twice as many Reapers as you?
And Bomber has no idea. He's just making a CC. Maru is as well. But point still stands. Bomber maybe caught a bit surprised here. And if you can catch the Reapers of your opponent, you have double. You have twice the amount of Reapers as your opponent.
Wow.
It can get out of hand if you have no other units.
Certainly it can. You know, Bomber a little bit lucky. He's made 3 Reapers here. And Maru a little bit lucky that they run into him right there.
Oh, he's going to go into
that's huge.
Oh, boy.
First volleys are pretty good, I heard.
Yeah. GG immediately.
Yeah, he knows that that's just going to snowball out of control.
Yep.
Single Hellions popping out are not going to do anything against that. So that was Maru showing his dominance.
Yeah.
This kid looking fantastic. First place in his group. Shouldn't really surprise people. I guess a lot of people probably thought Classic would do it, but
I was one of those people who just,
yeah. You got to believe in Maru, man. Look, even if Classic's beating him here and there in best of ones, at the end of the day, Maru and Classic are different players. And Maru is well, I guess Classic has a lot of championships now too, but like, he's not called the fourth race.
Maru did outplay him in those last 2 games for sure.
Yeah.
But I still think it could have gone either way.
Oh, of course, you're right about that.
But
in fact, after game 1, I was like, yeah, Classic's going to win this. I feel dumb. That's why I'm rubbing it in so much. I'm like, reverse
you
dumb.
deserve it, man. I mean, you were right.
And you deserve to feel dumb. Oh, no.
Well, Maru's just playing sick today.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. We should begin an interview with him pretty shortly here, guys.
Going over the questions with him, he's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to answer them the same way that I always do.
Yeah, I played it, I think, about 35% of my skill today.
I actually didn't sleep at all. My condition is so-so.
He's like, I've mostly been playing Zerg for fun, so that didn't really help me for today.
I've actually been playing Rocket League a lot.
Of course.
It would be so funny if one of the players said that after a winner's interview. He's like, well, actually, I'm not even playing that much StarCraft these days, but I still wrecked him because I am awesome.
첫 번째 16강 태양이 나왔습니다. 진에어
time for this
그린
interview.
조성주 선수 만나보겠습니다.
The
축하드립니다.
first Terran to advance the round of 16 is Maru.
정말
Congratulations.
대단합니다. 소감 어떠세요?
How do you feel?
첫 경기도 마이만 잘 떠먹었으면 2대 0이었을 것 같은데 좀 아쉬워요.
네. 조성주 선수 그래도
In the first
요즘
match, if I just dropped my mines
안
in
좋았던 것
the proper way,
같은데 오늘
I should have won
경기로
2-0.
완전히 벗어난 것 같아요. 어떠세요?
제가 이기는 법을 좀 까먹었었는데
네.
오늘로
You're doing well against Protoss, but you overcame it today.
이기는 법을 다시
I just
이제
forgot to
되찾을
win
것
how
같다
to against
말씀해
Protoss
주셨는데
players, but I
저도
found it
그런 것
today.
같아요. 첫
Going back to what you're saying,
번째
Vikings
쿼터전에서
versus no
그거
Vikings.
있었는데
So true.
1세트에서 김도호
we're
선수가
smart.
워낙 단단한
He did
수비를
forget.
보여주셔서
That's the way it seemed.
아 조성주 선수의 이런 드랍
first
존재가
set,
이제
Classic
끝인가?
showed great defense.
이런 생각을 했는데 2세트부터
defend
완전히
against all of your
살아나시더라고요.
원래 에코란 맵이 드랍이 별로 안 좋아가지고 그 맵은 뭐
In Echo, it's very difficult to
좀
drop
가는 대로
against your
한 것
opponent.
같고
네.
또 바니도 너무 불리해가지고
So I just tried to play it out.
불안했는데
And also on the
그래도
Bonnie Research
이겨서
Station,
다행인 것 같아요.
I had a huge
바니도
disadvantage.
불리하다고 했는데
I was worried going in that map,
항상
but I was
명경기가
very
나온
happy to
것
win that
같아요.
set.
네,
바니에서 어떠세요? 만족하세요?
지뢰가 다 터져가지고
네.
되게 기분 좋은 것
How do you
같아요.
feel about your match at Bonnie Research
거신의
Station?
상성은
I had a big hit with my
바이킹이나
mines,
뭐
so
유령
I was
뭐 이런 게
satisfied.
아니라 조성주가
Yeah.
아닌가 싶은데 어떠세요? 맞아요?
그랬으면 좋겠어요.
그랬으면 좋겠다. 그런데 테란들이 따라하기에 조성주 선수의 그 견제 플레이는 속도감도 굉장하고 너무 난이도도 있어서 따라하기 어려워요. 연습 어떻게 하세요?
So your harassment is too fast and quick, and your micro is obviously good.
안 따라하셨으면
All the Terrans follow your play.
했으면 좋겠다. 네, 굉장히 기운이
It's only
빠질
me
것
that can do
같은데
it.
오늘
So I hope other
그러면
Terrans
가장
don't try to follow my
만족스러운
playstyle.
세트 어떤 세트에
He's
가장
not
마음에
wrong,
드세요?
Valdez.
Yeah, he's
처음에
right on the money
불리하게
tonight.
시작해서 이긴 바니가 제일 생각나는 것 같아요.
네, 조성주 선수는 확실히 거신이나
The
고비
match
기사가
I'm most
무섭지 않은 것 같아요.
satisfied with is the Vonnie
안
match.
무서운데
So I started with an early deficit, but I was able to turn the
중간기가
tables
좀
around.
사기인 것 같아요.
그러면 지뢰나 의료선은 사기 아니에요?
지뢰는 좋은 것 같은데 무료선은 잘 모르겠어요.
아 그래요? 조성주 선수가 그럼 가장 좋아하는 유닛도 지뢰인가요?
Do you think that mines and medevacs are overpowered, she says?
아 벤시를 가장
And
좋아해요.
he says, no, it's just perfect right now.
오늘은 그럼 왜 적극적으로 안 보여주셨어요?
에코에서 벤시를 썼는데
네.
세 마리 다 아무것도 못하고 죽어가지고
그러니까요.
좀 마음이 아팠어요.
I use
좋아하는
Banshees
거랑 잘하는
at
거랑
the
좀
Echo map.
다른가 봐요.
제가 예전에 벤시를
But
너무
three of my
많이
Banshees didn't
해가지고
do anything, got killed.
최근에 좀 맞춤을 많이
So that's why I
당하는 것
decided to stop
네.
using them
같아요.
after
이제
that.
딴 거도 많이 하니까 괜찮은 것 같아요.
네, 최근 조성주 선수에 대한 대응이 프로토스 선수들이 꽤 많이 대응하는 모습이어서 조금 자신감을 잃었던 게 아닐까 하는 생각이 들었는데 어떠세요?
Most players
원래
kind of know how to play
후반에도
against you right
자신이
now. How do you feel about that?
있어가지고
네.
그런 식으로 준비한 건데 방송만 들어가면은 잘 안 풀리더라고요. 그래서 그냥 하던
Broadcast
대로 해야 될 것
matches,
같아요.
하던 대로
the matches
자,
didn't
그러면
really go
이번
as they did in the
시즌
practice house.
어떻게
So
더
it didn't work
자신감
out for me
생기세요?
recently.
혜태만
it's starting to work now.
조심하면은
It's gonna be
성공할
okay.
것 같아요.
태태만 조심하면 될 것 같다. 오늘 굉장히 태태전 빨리 끝나고 깔끔했는데 자신 없으세요?
I just play well against the Terran players this season.
제가 메카닉을 잘
I'm pretty
못해서
confident I can advance far.
그냥 메카닉 연습을 좀 더 많이 하면은 혜태도 잘할 것
I'm not
같아요.
really confident playing mech right now, so
태태도
I
더
should
잘할 수
probably
있을
go
것
to
같다.
the practice
이번
house and practice my
시즌 올
mech.
시즌 마지막 개인 리그인 만큼 또 조선우 선수 이것만 남아 있고 열심히 하셔야죠. 자 마지막으로 각오 들어볼게요.
이렇게 1위로 올라갔는데 16강 가서 좋은 조 만들고
So what's your goal now that
올라가도록
you're in the round
하겠습니다.
16?
네 알겠습니다. 이번 시즌
I advanced as
기대해
first place for my
보겠습니다.
grade, so I'm going to try to make an easy group
자
for
이렇게
myself
이번
in the
시즌
group
첫
selection,
번째
advance as far as I
기조의
can.
16강 진출자 진에어 그리닝스 조성주 선수를 만나봤습니다.
Fury really working out Maru in that interview, trying to get him to actually say something.
Yeah, it was an alright Maru interview as far
That
as
wasn't
Maru
bad.
interviews go. Well, guys, that is our first Terran to that round of 16, of course, in Group B. We're going to have our loser match come up next. It's going to be Classic versus Trust, a PvP. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.